Welcome to Invest. We're talking about investing, finance, or professional. As the recording time, approximately 1:30 p.m. on the Eastern Time, Ethereum traded $2,636, about 1.09% so far. Respect to overall crypto market, respect to this whole 40 hours of this weekend that we've been enduring so far, it has been relatively just kind of a not the most active and just kind of trading on a sideways fashion, gliding at the comfortable level. Despite obviously the war still percolating, and at the same time, there's still some interesting dynamics going on with respect to the U.S. and the Russian oil export imports dynamics that is still kind of in a conundrum at the moment, right? In an incentive perspective, obviously U.S. Is performing sanction, and so is other countries internationally. You know, I think on a governmental perspective, we have a propensity to want to import, or enforce the ban on importing oil from Russia, right? In an effort to obviously cut off ties completely, not just on a financial front, but also on a trade front, right? In addition to that, we are seeing some sort of defensive decisions, respect to some of the oil giants like Shells, like Exxon Mobil. Obviously, these are companies that have contractual mechanism, between oil suppliers, right? And obviously, besides Saudi Arabia, to all the other oil countries of the world, Russia is one of the larger contracts that these oil companies have. If you look into the balance sheets, right? And Shells is basically defending its decisions, against obviously the U.S. Ban imports, with Russia, right? Despite Russia is, kind of meeting, Shells halfway on offering some sort of a discounted oil structure, a contractual one, obviously, for them to buy oil at a discounted price. Knowing the fact that if you were to buy oil at the moment domestically is $110 a barrel. But relatively, if you buy from the source, it will be cheaper. But obviously, with the geopolitical tension, it's kind of hurting the Shells of the world, the ExxonMobil of the world, in a profitability margin perspective. So that's something that is obviously a negative one. If you are an oil company, it's a detrimental one, to be honest with you, onto your corporate balance sheets, right? But that's not really a large translations into the overall financial market. Obviously, this will have a seismic, correlations to the, consumer price for you to buy gas. But obviously, it's been inflating, for quite some time now. The national average for a gallon of gas now, it's I think it tops to about $4 per gallon. I'm not a driver; I don't really drive, but just look at the gas station just passing by when I was on a subway, when I was on an Uber recently. I did see that the prices are ranging, like in New York City, in Manhattan, about like $439 to like $470, to even some places in Manhattan. I mean, more like the nice region, close to about $5 per gallon for just a regular, not even premium, just regular gas, right? So obviously inflating, but despite all of this affectation, nothing really major. Beside obviously the cultivation, right? The main event is coming on the 10th. The main event's coming on the 15th and 16th, right? And again, a reminder: the 10th is CPI report, 15th and 16th is the FOMC meeting, right? So let's just dive into technical analysis without wasting more time. And again, happy Sunday, everybody. With respect to the recording time of approximately 1:30 p.m. on the Eastern Time, we are at the comfortable level again, $10 above the comfortable resistance level, and I think we've been just gliding on a sideways fashion for the last 6 hours so far. Obviously selling back down from the 2670 earlier today, but obviously it's kind of gave up and comfortable lay back down onto a comfortable level, still pending on the market opens on the international side of the house. Obviously, as they start to wake up, we go to sleep. So we'll see how the dynamics will play out, but I think the bulk of it, we if we were to see some sort of like a green pressure in the early half of the week, it wouldn't be surprising to me, but it will be more volatile as we shift onto like Wednesday and Thursday for obvious reason, the CPI report, right? So I think right now we are at the 43F70. We're about to form a def cross. So the likelihood of actually going back down to like the 2450 or 2500 would be more likely than just going straight back up, right? And I think if we're gonna go straight back up, this will basically confirm a head and shoulder pattern that eventually you're gonna give up and come back down anyway. So this is still in the bearish territory at the moment. With respect to Bitcoin, down about 1%. Similar fashion, right? In the relatively more of a bearish side of the house, def cross forming 45 out of 70. I think 37,500 would be first level, and then subsequently the 36,000 would be the next level, right? Respect to Dogecoin, down about 2%, 12 cents at the moment. Anywhere from current level to 10 cents is still logical. Cardano is down about 2.5%, 84 right now. Anywhere from current level to 75 is still logical. Solana down about 3% at 87 right now. Again, 85 to 75 is still logical, right? We are like about like 40 something on an RSI scale. Let me just take a look. Yeah, like 42. So still, yeah, still not a terrible level to incur risk at the moment, but anywhere from 85 to 75 is fair game. XRP is down about 1.5%. Again, it's like a wedge going on, and we're on the opposite side of the dynamic spectrum. So, you know, XRP is actually more bullish than the relative side of the house. 50 out of 70. So I think ideally, you know, buying anywhere from 69 on is not terrible. I personally would prefer like 62 to 57 if the wedge was gonna do right? So it's not terrible in terms of like incurring risk, you know, just like knowing the fact that this is like a preliminary bullish chart right now. Polkadot's down about 1%, anywhere from basically 16 to 14 is logical, 43 out of 70. Algorand's up about 0.5%, anywhere from basically 75 all the way to 69, logical, right? 38 out of 70. So not terrible, not the best. Shiba Inu low 2000s, like 2100, 1400, 900. MacTech down about 2%, 142 to 120, so basically like a couple cents away, right? AVAX down about 2.5%. This is a head and shoulder pattern. The head, shoulder, 59 to 50 would be a next level to dollar cost average at as we sell down. This is definitely gonna be a some sell off coming. Just ultimately depends on how much, and I think we're gonna have some stop and pause, if you may, or stall around 65 to 60. But I personally would buy in at 59 to 50, to be honest, if I'm buying it for the first time. Luna selling already. This is just technical speaking the truth. We are having a relatively large separation, 62 out of 70. So selling back down, again, 62, 52 to 45 would be a level of dollar cost average at, right? So hope you guys have a great Sunday again. It's a quick one. And not much going on today, so feel free, you know, to just spend the time with your family. I think we have a lot of things to do or things to look out for this week ahead, but it's going to be in the later half of the week, so I guess we have some breathing room in between, right? So have a good one. Let me know if you have questions, and take care. Bye.